Good day, everybody. It's 11:35 on Thursday the 7th. This is a quick one. It's I've now done on my van, my Fiat Doblo Olive, as you know, I've done 60,384 miles, just over 100,384, and I got in at 40,000, and that was in January last year. I'm just coming up the M1. I've got 30 odd miles, so instead of doing it hanging around, I thought I'd do this sort of update on my van. So when I bought the Doblo, I had a Berlingo before, if you remember. I blew the turbo up, engine knackered, so didn't chop it in, just sold it as a non-runner. Well, Darren had it, the mechanic, and I bought the Fiat Doblo. It cost me, it's a 19 plate. No, excuse me, coughing. Got a bit of the lurgy, and it cost me 9,000, altogether about 9,300, I remember. Just over 9,000. It done 40,000. It was a mechanic's van. I had a few extras done before I got it, which they did for free, the garage, and got the van. And first day I drove it down, I can't think where I was delivering stuff to a telephone masts. The engine management light come on the very first day. Immediately you're thinking, oh, for God's sake, but it's under warranty. I bought it from a garage in Pershore, so I phoned them up, and it runs sweet. It was an amber, run sweet, and I booked it in the following day and took it down to them, and they put a sensor on it and said it's a clutch sensor. The van's absolutely fine, it'll run fine, but we need to get a clutch sensor on it. We'll order one in, and I said okay. He says you can run it, and if you're in the area, don't make a special effort, just drop it in, it's 15 minutes, done. Which it was. I dropped it in 2 weeks later. Believe it or not, I had a job in Pershore, so it worked out fine. And when I got it, it had brand new tyres on. The garage hadn't put them on, the person who opened it first had put them on, and then put winter tyres on, and then put a really good, I don't know what they were, but even the garage said these are top tyres. Well, I've done 60,000 on these tyres, and I've still got 6mm of tread on, nearly 6mm on all of them. They're all even wear 6mm, so the tyre wear's been fantastic. Yes, they're expensive tyres, but that's what it is. The actual van, I've kitted it out how I want it, to my spec. I took this half the bulkhead out because I like a bit of light going in. I've put the flag across, so if I'm tramping, it's not completely pitch black in the morning, and if anyone tries to get in the van, I can get through the bulkhead. And I painted the back, it was ply lined, and the van, apart from that first day, the clutch sensor has run sweet as a nut. I've had no issues with it. I get it regularly serviced. I change the oil normally every 12,000 miles, although last time it went up to 16,000 because I just couldn't get it into Darren. It's had a cam belt change. I did that at 77,000, just because it was booked in for a service. As Darren do the thing on it, I don't want to, any issues with it. And Darren doesn't charge me what normal garages charge, and it's sweet. I've just had the last service, which was done last week. I had brake discs on the front and pads on the front, and a service. But apart from the normal things, everything is sweet. One thing really good on this, I haven't blew one bulb yet, not one single bulb, headlight, indicators, brake lights, nothing. My Berlingo, I was blowing bulbs every 2 months, 3 months, blew a bulb. Also, the Doblo is not got any AdBlue, and a lot of issues. The guys are getting issues with vans with the AdBlue, the pumps buggered, or it's just not running right. And I specifically didn't want AdBlue, and that's why I went for the Doblo, because it's not AdBlue. It is Euro 6. Yes, I don't get as many miles to the gallon as I do on my Berlingo. I'm averaging about 48 to 49. The Berlingo I was getting 55, 56, but I was actually putting AdBlue in, so it all equals out. It is a bigger van, it's an L2. And with me in it, and all my kit, it tops out at about 1,780 kilos. So I put on it I could carry 650 kilos max. Everything else is sweet, I say. The only thing I would say negatively about the Doblo is it is a van, whereas the Berlingo is like a car. You know, you were driving, it seemed like everything was all around you. This is a van. And also, I clean my van religiously, once a week, and sometimes twice if it's covered in rubbish. Just do it at home, put a hose over it, I've got a long-armed brush, and I clean it. The paintwork on these, they're just white van, it is very skinny. It's worn away in a couple of places. Just the silver, the undercoat, the primers come through, and it's just cheaply painted. And that would be my only negative. Other people, when I first got it, said, "Oh my God, you'll have troubles. The engine will only do this. You'll only do that. They're heaps of crap. They're not reliable." All I can say is, touch wood. Definitely touch a lot of wood there. It has been very reliable. And I hope it continues to. I have thought about swapping it. When it was coming up to 100,000, I thought, well, it's got a cam belt on, I still get fairly good money for it. But I just think the market, the vans have just gone through the roof. And with 100,000 on this, I wouldn't get the money I want for what I think it's worth. So, that's my review on the Doblo. Everything works okay. The radio is another thing. I haven't got DAB. But I've got that through my phone if I want to listen to some at DAB radio station, Talk Sport, like 2 or something like that. But everything else is great. Aircon is ice cold, has been. The heater works. It carries a lot of gear. I carry all my tramping out gear in it all the time. I had to put extra tie down hooks in the back, anchor points. It had 6. But I wanted more than that because I just used bungees a lot of the time, and I wanted a different hooks, and I've just put them in. The sack barrows at the back, that's all nicely stowed away above the wheel arch, above the ply lining. I did buy a space saver. You don't get a spare tyre with these. All you get is a kit, a repair kit to put this crap in it, and it's meant to get you somewhere. I bought a space saver tyre, which I can't think how much it cost me. It's about 90 quid. About 90 quid. And that sits on my other wheel arch. Because it's skinny, it doesn't stick out. And also that means if I do use it, I haven't used it yet, but if I do have to use it, it's not underneath the van covered in crap. So that's another good thing to me. That's about it really. All I can say is I'm very happy with it. It's sitting here on cruise control, I'm doing 66 mile an hour, and it's sweet. I have carried 650. I've carried 700 kilo on it because I think I'm still all right with 700 kilo. It works out roughly on the limit, and it's carried it fine. So yeah, but that's all really. That's all I've got to say. I hope you're doing well. Please like and subscribe. Any questions, put them in. I will try and answer them. It might not be for tomorrow, next day, whenever I get time. We've been busy again this week, so just come out of London. We did a drop in London, North London, and I've picked up 2 pickups, Milton Keynes and Birmingham, which I'm on my way to. So, all the best. Speak soon.